Now, let's talk face coverings because we're all wearing them, aren't we, at the moment? But the UK government is not considering making the wearing of them compulsory in offices and workplaces. Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said today it comes as France has ruled that coverings must be worn in most workplaces following a surge in coronavirus cases there. But the University of Warwick will be making it compulsory, except in exceptional circumstances, for all students, staff and campus visitors to wear face coverings. Let's speak to Jasmine Parker, the editor of the Boar, the university student newspaper. Afternoon, Jasmine.
Hi.
Okay, so, mandatory face coverings from now on in.
Yeah, I think this is something that students have really been asking for. I think there's been widespread student support for this decision because ultimately this is for our own safety and this is something that students really understand.
Okay, and we all want everyone to be safe, but there are going to be some students who won't want to wear it everywhere they go around campus and will feel that, whether it affects them mentally or affects them physically, that it's not what they want to do.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, there are students who medically will be exempt, but also there's the issue of if you have to wear them in a seminar. Some of my seminars last year were as long as 2 hours long, and I know some students have concerns about having to wear a mask for that length of time. I spoke to one student who told me she thinks the individual circumstances need to be taken into consideration, and she suggested that maybe students should be given breaks in seminars to go outside and remove their masks before they come back in and continue with the seminars. There's also the issue of the university have said that they will provide a free reusable face mask to all students, but you have to wash a reusable face mask after every use. And I think reasonably most students won't wash their face mask every day, which means that then you have to own multiple, and that is expensive. So there are definitely issues and concerns here.
This is it. I went to the Warwick University and I remember the lecture rooms. I'm sure they look very different now, but they were blooming hot. They really were. To sit in a lecture hall is a constrictive, a confined space anyway. I don't know how you'd manage 2 hours of lectures. I mean, I know a lot of it's online now because of COVID, but that's a big order. That's a tall order to ask people to keep them on.
Yeah, definitely. I think lots of students are slightly concerned about it. Obviously, lots of students generally feel very uneasy about going back to university. But I think at the same time, we understand that it's really important to do this for other people's safety as well as our own. Ultimately, just because we're students, we still live around members of the Leamington Spa community, and no one would want to put anyone else at risk. Just because we're young people doesn't mean we can't risk passing it on to older or more vulnerable people. So I think it's definitely necessary.
Final question, Jasmine. What's it like at the moment being a student on campus, living, on campus what's it like at the moment during this pandemic? What is it like?
I think it's quite stressful at the moment. Right now, we're not, as far as I'm aware, no students are currently on campus. Our term starts on the 5th of October, but it's definitely really stressful, facing the prospect of going back to uni and not knowing exactly what to expect. Warwick UCU yesterday called for the university to put all teaching online for term one. So even though we've been told that our seminars will be in person, there is still kind of a question and doubt for lots of students. So obviously it's difficult when you don't know entirely what to expect.
Okay, well, we wish you well. I'm glad the Boar's still going. That was going back in the day when I was around. I tell you, I tried to get a job in it. They wouldn't give me one, Jasmine.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you. So, you maybe want to right some wrongs when things are back to normal. Jasmine, take care.
Thank you.
Have a great Thursday. Jasmine Parker, the editor of the Boar, the university student newspaper. All students will now have to wear face coverings.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish.